Spam calls? He answers them all.
Scammy scam.
May I beg your pardon? What do you mean by scammy scam?
It's Special K's telemarketer turnaround
So you're a beautiful boy.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody told me that.
on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
I heard that. I think this has become my favorite type of prank call because you're so quick on your feet. How you can engage these people
I think it's relatable, too, because we all get these idiots calling us, and I'd love to see them
50 times a day.
Right.
get tortured by Kevin.
We want you to get them,
Now
Kevin.
they know how we feel.
Exactly.
And you're
Get 'em,
doing a
Kevin.
public
Kevin
service.
with the
So people have
scammers.
texted us over the months, 37530, different phrases for Special K to throw at the outsourced telemarketers trying to scam you out of something. And make no mistake, they are always trying to scam you out of something. Not a one of them is calling for anything good.
Yeah,
No
but that's
legitimate institution is
Not a
going to
one of
ask
them.
you for your social security number.
The Medicare thing we found out is a racket because somehow your Medicare number is connected to your social security
They
number.
want your
and that's how
Wi-Fi,
they get your
they
ID.
want your TV, they want your Wi-Fi through
Google
your TV.
codes,
Yeah, they want total
access
control.
to your
Anything.
emails. Yeah. So Kev, what you got?
Thank you to whomever texted I heard that at 37530 because that worked out pretty well in terms of being able to repeat it many, many times.
heard that.
Today, we're going to start out with, of course, Medicare. But once again, y'all, they're going to pass me through to a completely different entity selling something completely different.
That's crazy.
no.
I know, y'all. I
Do they
don't know
warn
if they're
you, or they just go
I
from
think it's a
Medicare to something
mistake
else?
because they have so many scams going on that they probably hit the forward to the wrong
Yeah,
department.
did they tell you, Kev, like it's Medicare on this one call, but we're
Yes.
going to forward you to something else with final
No,
expenses?
they don't tell me what they're forwarding to me to, but I do acknowledge to this guy, like, hey, the last guy was talking about Medicare. Why are you talking about this?
Yeah, nice. Okay, good.
So, again, I heard that, how many times? Really, this is a good one.
How
guys.
long is the prank call?
310.
3 minutes and
I
10
heard
seconds.
that.
How many times did Kevin say, I
Ryan.
heard that? You said it was a
All
lot.
right,
I'm going to
let
go 18.
me- I'm going to take a guess, say 15.
I said 18.
I'd say 19.
All right,
I
cool.
heard that.
Now,
All right, Bob Barker. $1.
I think this
I was
one's
going to say
pretty
22,
appropriate.
but
You said, what'd you say?
This one, I don't think that I'm going to get cursed out, luckily, so the kids can listen, guys.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, this is Mark from Benefits. How's your day?
Yes, sir. I heard that.
That's pretty good. Actually, the reason of my call is to let you know about the new low-cost final expense insurance plan. So I do believe you make your own decisions, am I right?
Well, I decided to pick up your dumbass call. I heard that. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. So I do believe you make your own decisions, am I right?
Yes, sir. I heard that.
Okay, so tell me, how old are you?
64. I heard that.
64. Oh, that's great. So tell me, what's your zip code?
77 0 40.
0
Yeah, I heard that.
77 0 and
Yes, sir.
What?
That was it. I heard that.
I said 77 and 0.
Yes, and then add 3 to that.
Sorry, come again. Add 3.
Yes, sir. I heard that.
I said, can you repeat your zip code? 77
Yes, sir.
0.
Yes, sir. I heard that. Okay, and then add 3.
3.
Yes,
And?
sir. Okay, now subtract 2.
I said, I need your 5-digit zip code. It's 4-digit, okay? 7703.
Yes, sir. I heard
Okay,
that.
so tell me your zip code.
Okay, we did 770. Then we add the 3. Yes, sir. I heard that. Add the 3.
Hmm?
You got that?
Yeah?
Okay. Now you
And then?
subtract that. Yes, sir. I heard that. And then you subtract the 2 from that.
Okay, 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then-
77,032. Am I right?
Yes, sir. And then multiply that
That's
by
great.
2.
Are you smoker, non-smoker?
Yes, sir. I heard that.
Okay, so do you have any bad healthcare conditions like stroke, cancer, COPD, kidney dialysis, anything like that?
Yes, sir. I have eczema corn souffle of the left foot. I heard that.
Asthma, okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for that. So almost done from my side. I'm going to connect with one of our senior verification officer. So stay with me, okay?
I heard that. Why can't you do it?
That's great. So stay.
Thank you so much for connecting with me, Final Listeners Department. My name is Nathan. How are you doing today? So far, so good.
I heard that.
You heard that, Will?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
I heard that.
Okay, so this call is about your Final Expense plan, and we are here to show you some good options and codes. Just to qualify you for that, you are 64 years old?
I heard that, but he said this was about my Medicare benefits. Who's that whistling?
Oh, 17 is what I got.
Yeah, I got 17.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
18, 19, and what is
15, 18, 19.
19, wow.
So they
17 times.
realized they'd screwed up.
No, I think they did.
Well, I called
did
them
they?
out on it.
Yeah.
And they're just
Why
over
can't
me.
you help me? And they just like, get this guy off the phone. 7 minus 3 add 2. What's your zip code? What's your zip
Multiply
code?
times 2.
I love how you made the zip code question last 3 minutes.
I know.
That's amazing.
Yes.
3 minutes that
But
they're
you know
not
what?
calling
That's
our
3.
grandparents.
Yep, 3 more minutes that they're not scamming somebody else.
Okay, 37530. If you have a term that you want me to repeat to them that you think would work,
Yeah,
one
we'll
that.
make
Have you ever done? How about that? Well, how about that?
Do you ever ask them what country they're from? Because maybe we could find out like what country it is, and then what insults are big in that country.
Oh, yeah, if you
that's a
knew
great
the
idea.
Or like football, or
language.
what, was there something that
That's
you
a
could
great
say that
idea.
would make them really mad?
Because what if they just keep lying and saying, I'm calling you from Wisconsin?
Yeah, because my name's
I don't think
Steve.
so.
So he's like Steve James.
Yeah.
some ridiculous
It's like
American.
radio, how they,
Yeah.
it's John St. John or whatever.
Oh,
John
yeah.
St.
John
James.
St.
Or,
John.
Oh, in the 80s, that was like the big stage name for radio guys. St. James.
Or Michaels was a big last name for radio people.
That was my first radio name.
No
They
way.
gave me Ryan
Brian
Michaels.
Michaels?
Yeah.
Funny.
They stuck me with that one.
And then by the time I got into radio, all the radio companies were using whatever the popular name was on TV, like
Yes.
Carson, or Carson Daly, or Ryan Seacrest. One of our radio friends just added a person to their show and just named him Seacrest.
So weird.
Just named him Seacrest. And I'm like,
That'd be like if hey, we just decided to add somebody degenerous. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
yeah, who's big right now?
Nate Bargatze.
Bargatze.
Hey, Bergazzi, get over here.
Yeah, just call him that. Anyway, y'all go to krve.com/prank call requests if you would like to fill out the form so you can prank somebody in your life with Special K in one of his many voices. Or you can text us at 37530 and send us a phrase for him to drive the telemarketers crazy with. This one says, tickle my fancy, Kev. We'll write that one down.
Okay.
Oh, well, tickle
That tickles my
my
fancy.
fancy.
Big names. How many people out there do you think don't even know Special K's real name? Even though we say it all the time.
Are you?
You know what I mean? Like, does
Are
somebody
you
listen
okay
to
with
our
us
show?
saying your full real name?
I mean, just the first name, though. I mean,
Yeah.
we say it.
I feel like I say it.
But I
half
bet
and
there's
half.
somebody out there
You say
like going,
Kev,
wait,
Kevin.
that's Kevin's his real name? What?
Oh, right.
You know,
Special
well,
K.
like when
Yesterday.
you go out, you don't say I'm Special K. You just say I'm Kevin.
Listen to this, guys. Yesterday, I had a telemarketer call and ask for Richard Hunt.
Oh, no way.
Swear to God.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. That's amazing.
They have me registered now. Some people have me registered on my number as Richard Hunt
That is
over
awesome.
in Pakistan.
They don't get
That
it.
is
Yes, I'm
amazing.
like, yes, sir. You can call me Dick. Good morning.
Hello.
Seriously, ask them where
Tickle
they're-
my fancy.
Ask them where they're really calling from.
Okay,
Just to
I
see.
will.
I'm just
Yeah, let's
curious.
see how that
They're
goes.
I am calling from Phoenix.
Oh, somebody also said you should just say Avengers Assemble.
See, it has to be something that's going to keep them on for
They're
a
gonna
hot
hang
minute.
up after they hear that 3 times.
Oh, okay. I'm going to write down all these that are coming through on text, and he'll use them in future telemarketer turnarounds. Coming up next, somebody's seeking closure. We're going to help them out. That's where somebody's dropped out of your life. They won't take your calls, but they take ours. So you'll hear what happens next on KRBE.
Closure. It's
That's right.
so awful when somebody that was so important at one point in your life and they just go deadly silent.
Listen, we've had a lot of different scenarios. It hasn't always been romantically connected. It's been, we had that awesome reunion of that girl who wanted to talk to the teacher that inspired her and helped her through her life. The teacher was retired and had moved away, and she didn't know how to find her. Eric found her.
Siblings. We've had
So
siblings
sweet.
try and find each other.
Yes, we had a man who was the best friend of this woman's dad. Her dad had passed away, and she wanted to reconnect with him. They called him like Uncle Bill or something when he was younger, Uncle Bob.
Oh, yeah, I remember
That was
that.
really sweet. But a lot of times it does come down to, hey, we went on a couple of dates and I got ghosted. Now, this is not about a couple of dates, but this is about a long-time relationship. Let's find out more about it. Gabby is standing by to tell us about it. Hi, Gabby.
Good morning.
Hey, Gabby, so who are you seeking closure from this morning?
One of my closest guy friends, Troy.
Okay, what happened with you and Troy? Tell us how long you've known him, how long this ghosting has been taking place. Give us the backstory.
I've known him since middle school.
Oh, wow.
I got married 7 months ago, and I invited Troy.
Did y'all ever date? Did y'all ever have any romance ever?
Never. But we've always been there for each other. Like, we're just really good friends. You know, RSVP'd me and said yes to the wedding, and he even helped me look at venues.
He helped you look at venues?
That's not normal for a dude.
You don't have some family in town? Or you got nobody on your side there?
Yeah, I had my mom and my sisters and everything with me, but he gave me suggestions, too, because he knows me so well.
This sounds like that Ryan Reynolds movie, remember? Just Friends?
I didn't see that movie.
Oh, you didn't see that where he's like the best friend all the time? You sure like maybe he has got the hots for you or something?
Not that I know of. I would have known by now. I'll just tell you guys, the day of the wedding, nothing. He didn't show up. I texted. I called. I thought something happened to him, but he just disappeared. No response. I haven't spoken to him since.
Oh, my gosh. It's been 7 months.
I've been stuck in my head wondering, did I do something wrong? Did I say something? I just want to know why.
Wait. Hold on a second. You're telling me like the night before the wedding he was nowhere to be seen either, or he was at the rehearsal dinner?
Yes, he was at the rehearsal dinner. Everything seemed normal and fine, and he said, I'll see you tomorrow.
Was he a groomsman by any chance?
My husband and I made him an usher for the wedding.
Okay, so let's go back to this, because a lot of times at rehearsal dinners, your closest friends make speeches about you. Did he make a speech about you?
Yeah, my husband's best friend made a speech. I mean, my college girlfriend made a speech. And yeah, he made a speech about us growing up together. Like, nothing in his behavior was concerning.
So there was no indication that he was just going to be a no-show at the wedding.
Okay, and we're sure like nothing physically had happened to him to keep him from the wedding, right? You know that he was well, his health was fine.
His health was perfectly fine.
Well, Eric says we've got him on the line right now. Let's get some answers.
I mean, why wait any longer? It's been 7 months. Troy, thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Thank you.
Hey, do you want to say good morning to your friend?
Hi, Gabby. How are you?
Hi.
All right, you heard all that. That was weird.
What happened, Troy? Are you okay?
I couldn't watch you marry this guy. I know him. I know that it's not going to work. I know that he's not the one, and I feel like I lost my best friend, and I know that's really dramatic, and I'm very, very sorry about that, and I didn't want it to ruin the friendship, but I have been in love with you for years, Gabby, okay? And I never said anything because, like I said, I didn't want it to ruin our friendship, and I kept it inside. I kept it bottled up.
Wait, you what? You've been in love with me?
Yes, I've been in love with you. It started years ago. Do you remember the weekend trip that we took to Austin? Remember the Airbnb with the broken hot tub? You were laughing so hard that you couldn't breathe. And I was sitting there and something clicked. I thought that this is the girl. And you just started dating your husband at the time, and I didn't want to complicate your life or mine, so I just swallowed it and I stayed quiet.
Oh, man.
Wow. Why wouldn't you? I was joking about that earlier.
Why didn't you ever say anything?
You know, I knew that things were starting to progress, and I didn't want to get in the way of that.
But you just said that you think he's all wrong for her. I mean, why wouldn't you tell her if she's like your great friend? Why wouldn't you tell her that?
Because you can't tell anybody who to love.
That's true.
I mean, I'm kind of torn there for you there, Troy. I mean, you got your best girlfriend, and she's never expressed romantic interest. But let me ask you this, and it's kind of a dangerous question because it's a moot point now. You've been married 7 months. I mean, Gabby, had he ever in the course of your friendship expressed any romantic change, do you think you would have been interested in that?
I mean, I'm relieved right now because I thought he didn't like me, but I've always seen him as a friend.
Well, there's your answer.
You didn't stand a chance anyhow there, Troy.
Yeah, I was scared of losing you in my life, and that kind of happened anyway, you know. I thought that if I said something, that it would risk everything, or maybe you wouldn't love me back, and clearly that is the case, and I'm sorry.
Do you think there's any chance you two could repair a friendship here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm married. I love my husband. It's just going to take me time to process. I want us to be friends again, though. I just might need a minute.
I can't do that. I can't sit here and watch you be married to him. Your husband wouldn't want me around anyway. It's not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to torture myself forever. I've been torturing myself already for so long.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. An unrequited love. That's what they call that.
Well, you're not wrong, Troy. I mean, she is married now, and you have to respect your mate's opinion of this. Kathy, I don't think you'd be very happy if a girl professed her love for your husband and was like, yeah, but we can still be friends. Let's hang out.
Yeah, you're right.
Lunch. It's just
be
Weird.
awkward.
You got to just keep the distance, and it sucks. You got to chalk it up to, hey, some great friendship years, and that was just a time in your life that's different now.
Wow. Okay.
You know, I'm wondering, Troy, are you waiting in the wings thinking that this marriage is going to fail and then one day you'll swoop in and get her? Because that's not living, dude.
I can't predict what the future is going to be, but I'm not the kind of guy that's going to wait around for her in the wings. But she knew early on that I found him to be a little sketchy, and I said that when they first started dating. And I love you, Gabby, and I always have, and even if that's just as a friend, I'll be here in some distant place.
You came to the show because you were looking for closure from your best friend of all these years who ghosted you on your wedding day. And that is hurtful to be ghosted on your wedding day by one of your best friends, but now you know why. He could not bear to witness you marrying another man.
Wow. I mean, I guess I'm very flattering, but I'm going to miss you.
And I'm going to miss you, too. That will always still be somewhere in my heart.
Wow.
You know, maybe somebody listening right now is in the situation where Gabby was when she first started dating her husband. And there's a Troy out there that is looking at her, at that girl, thinking, gosh, you know what? Troy didn't go for it with Gabby. I'm going to tell this girl how I really feel about her and see if I have a shot. Maybe you just saved somebody else from going through this heartbreak that you're going through.
I hope so. Listen, I wish the best for everybody. I always did. I always will. And yeah, thank you for having me, guys. And Gabby, thank you for listening.
Thank you. I'm really going to miss you, Troy.
And I'm really going to miss you, Gabby, but I have to take care of myself.
Understandable.
Take care, Troy. And Gabby, thank you so much for listening to our show and coming to us for some help.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, you take care. And that is key, that you have to take care of yourself. I mean, being in love with somebody and you can't be with them is the hardest thing on earth.
What was the story, guys? Remind me all the details. The girl that called our show, she was at Whole Foods. I just remember it was the Whole Foods. She was in the freezer section or something of the full Whole Foods, and she saw this guy that she hadn't seen in years, and he just said, I wish I'd married you or something. Remember that happened 6 months ago?
I do remember that.
I know our audience remembers the details more, but I definitely remember the Whole Foods. I visualized the aisle when she was telling us about it. When she was like, I was just at Whole Foods, and I haven't seen him in so long. And I said hi, and he said, I always wish I had married you. You're the one that got away.
Like,
or
was she
whatever.
holding some carrots, and he just grabbed the carrots?
No. Remember
Push them
that was the whole thing.
on the produce.
I think we were
looking
kind
And
of
then it messed with her head.
Yeah,
She was like,
why did you
wow.
tell her this? If you really cared about her, you wouldn't. That's a lot of heavy to unload on
I should have
somebody.
just gotten married. I should have just fought harder.
Coulda,
for
woulda,
you.
shouldas will
Should
drive
have
you
fought harder
crazy.
for you. That is, somebody right now is at that crossroads. Let's let them learn the lesson. If you are at a crossroads right now with some person, you know you're yanking their chain. You have bench warmed them. We learned that dating term.
Mm-hmm.
They are not your main star. They're not your first string. You bench them. And that person that's gotten benched really has you as their first string, but you're benching them.
You keep them as a backup
then
plan,
they meet
and that
somebody
is
new,
horrible.
and you're like, oh, they met somebody new. Don't be that person that says, oh, I should have respected that. You really were right for me.
Those people are narcissists. They want their ego stroked.
Well, they are.
They want that bench warmer to, when they're feeling down,
They go to the
get to
bench
see what they
warmer.
do.
bench
is
warmer
they
makes them
leave-
feel good, then builds them back up.
Yeah, they'll leave breadcrumbs too.
37530. Are you on the bench right now? Is your first string benching you? For them, you're the bench warmer.
And I wonder if
but
they're
for
doing
you, they're the first string.
And is it like that person?
Player.
They have another person that themselves that's a bench warmer for them.
Yeah. Because
This
they
keeps
always
going,
say,
everyone
like,
has-
what's that phrase? Like, to the world, you're just one person, but to one person, you're the world. Right? There was somebody that came
Saw that
to
at Hobby Lobby.
like, there's Snobby Lobby.
Yeah, it was on
At
a
the
little,
Snobby Lobby.
little picket fence
Yeah.
type material.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
or
on the
was
mug.
at Sam's house. I saw
That was
it.
on the
Maybe it
mug.
was.
Could have been
I
at
saw
my
that.
house.
It's on the
Probably
mug.
in the guest bathroom.
It's hilarious.
Wanted to give you inspiration.
Wait a second. I thought the painting I did for you is on the, above the toilet.
It is actually.
was
I
Live,
have
Laugh, Laugh.
that and
It wouldn't fit
Live,
in
Laugh,
the
Love.
toilet, so she had to put it.
Thank you.
Another-
Look, this person said, I was the Troy in this situation. It took a lot of work for me to figure out how to exist in my best friend's life without that feeling. Believe me,
That's
it's for the
torture.
best that he keeps his boundaries.
Yes.
All right, well, that's
have
good. One person said there's no way Gabby didn't know Troy was into her. There's no way.
I don't know.
You could tell
Sometimes.
by her voice she was poking the bear. Troy is way too good for her. End of story.
She's not a villain because she had a friend and didn't know that he had feels for her.
Don't you know a little bit though? Can't
If
you-
you're taking
can't you-
him to pick the wedding venue and he's not a gay man,
That's
he's
it.
not your gay best friend, that guy wants to be the groom.
Yeah.
That's odd.
yeah, if you're taking a straight guy with you,
That's odd.
that's not the guy you're marrying.
If it's not the groom and it's not your gay best friend, it's just your straight gay.
Yeah,
it's your straight best friend.
Male friend.
This man might have some feelings for you.
He's hoping to help you change in your outfit. No.
Isn't that
Get a
sad to wait in the wings hoping that it fails so one day you can step up to the plate? That's
Well,
a
there-
horrible way to live.
That's not a horrible
That's not nice.
way to live.
It's not nice, though. You're
It's not
hoping
the
that they're-
greatest way to live, but there are worse ways to live.
I mean,
That's
you
true.
know
there are worse
that-
ways to live.
You know that they're not going to make it, and you're thinking that, when she breaks up, I'll be there to console her.
I'll be there for you.
No, that's not healthy.
All right, y'all go to the listener line 713-278-VENT. That's 8368. If you've been in the situation or you live the situation, you have comments about the situation, maybe today you had an epiphany, you will no longer be benched.
Nope.
You can go find your own first-string player that treats you like a first-string player.
Don't
Get on that basketball court.
do it.
Play your heart out.
You're not second rounder.
That's
You're
right.
first round.
You deserve better.
You're in the Sweet 16? No, you want to be in the Final Four. No, you want to be in the top
Enough
two.
with the basketball metaphors.
All right, coming up next. I don't know. Maybe there's money involved. You'll find out next on KRB.
From the Bell Furniture Unbeatable Bell Prices Traffic Desk, 59 East X Freeway, southbound at Little York. There's a wreck in the left lane. It'll cost you 15 minutes from Aldine Bender. I-45 North Freeway, southbound at Cavalcade. You're down 2 left lanes from an accident. 20-minute slowdown from West Mount Houston. 225 westbound at the East Loop. There is some construction at the off-ramp. Ritchie is where things get slow.
Yay! It's the first chance of the day. Look at that.
Yeah.
We usually do Scoop here, brought to you by Taquerias Arandas, but instead we're going to give you money, brought to you by Shell Federal Credit.
That's a lot of money, too.
$728 worth. $728 is what the jackpot has grown to. We add $104 every time there's a wrong sound. We're looking for you, caller 104-833-390-KRBE. Here is the secret sound.
One more time.
When we
Sounds
get caller 104, we'll tell them all the wrong guesses.
something my dad would do to me when he's mad.
Man, yesterday, me and my siblings were going back and forth on what we got beat with when we were kids. And it's so funny because my parents, my mom...
What was your instrument of torture?
It was. Because my mom, I think this might happen to us because we're parents now. I feel like I remember everything, but my mom doesn't really remember that. And my mom's like, why would you say that? I didn't do that. I go, yes, you did.
Well, that's the worst. They don't even.
I know. They always
They
like,
don't remember
we
it.
never
And I'm
hit
like, yes,
you.
you
That tells you how bad it is. Like you did it so much, you don't even remember. Think it's
They block it out.
or you don't think it's special. Like
Yeah, because my sister was like, can you imagine if we witnessed each other as adult siblings doing this to our own kids? I think one of us would have stepped in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you ask anybody of a certain generation. I even asked yesterday in the room, Irvin, who does our digital, and Sam, did you get hit with something when you were a kid? They both said yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, so we started going through it, like wooden spoons, fly swatters,
That's
telephone cords,
so funny
shoes,
you bring it
belts, like whatever you're.
sounds like something for
Pick up the phone
True
right
Crime
now.
Tuesday. There, it sounds like weapons.
Spatulas.
No, Roula's so spot
It's
on.
true.
If I were to pick up the phone right now, call my mom and say, "Do you ever remember hitting me in the butt with a wooden spoon?" She would not have any recollection of it.
But it's
I
like,
certainly
we
do.
remember it.
I never got hit.
Oh, the
I
belt
just
was the
get yelled
worst.
at.
When my dad would get mad and the belt came off, I was like, because he was able to take that belt off. I guess because he had that, 1980s leisure suit. Just like that belt would come off like in one swoop motion. And
I'd rather get hit than my torture was like I had to go out in the middle of the field for 2 days straight, 8 hours with 2 buckets and pick up rocks in the field and dump them in the little river thing.
So you were like, just
Streak.
smack me instead. Can you just get it over with and smack me
Tell
across
me
my
you're
face?
disappointed in me.
Smack me across my face.
That was like the
punishment
worst
over.
90
thing.
degrees, you were carrying 2 buckets
That's
full
a
of rocks.
lot.
that sounds like that movie.
I think I'd take the hit over that.
Yeah, I'd rather get hit.
What's that movie with Robert Redford and the guy from The Sopranos, James Gandolfini, The Last Fortress or something?
Oh, yeah, the Last Castle or
The
something?
Last Castle.
Was that a jail movie?
Yeah, they're trying to,
Wardens or something?
I think it was a military prison or something.
military
right?
prison, and he made him carry the rocks and move them, and they get it all done. He goes, okay. And it took him like a day.
Do it
He goes,
again.
Move it back.
Now do it and move it back, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Whew, Eric, you had it tough.
Well, that went down a rabbit hole
I might
we didn't
just
expect. Let's
hit
go to
me.
caller 104, shall we?
Another winner? Secret sound? Or an even bigger jackpot?
KRBE.
All right, Christina is caller 104, which means that's the first hurdle you've jumped successfully. Christina, congratulations. Welcome to the
Hey.
show. Thanks,
Hello.
guys.
There
Hi.
you are.
Hello.
All right, Christina, the jackpot has grown to $728. If you correctly guess, you'll get that money. If you don't, it's going to go to $832. All right, we're going to let you hear the secret sound twice. We'll read you the wrong guesses, and then you're going to guess. Okay, here we go. And again. Sam?
Sounds like a book falling on the ground. Okay, I'm here.
That's cute.
I have my son with me.
Oh,
and
that's cute,
I'm going
yeah.
to let my son guess.
Let you
Okay.
guess.
Okay, well, let's tell him
Yes,
the wrong
he is a
guesses
big
first.
fan of y'all.
Awesome.
Oh, how nice.
Well,
okay,
here's
wait,
the
real
wrong
quick. What's
answers.
your son's name, real
All right.
quick? Because he's on the phone.
His name is Eric.
Okay,
Eric with
Eric.
a K.
Eric with a K.
Well, we all can't be perfect. It's okay.
Christina and Eric are going to try and guess the secret sound. Here's the list of the wrong guesses.
It's not a trash can lid closing, someone slamming a cabinet door, a mop and a bucket, copier printer, electric stapler, and it's not a pot lid. And you said it was...
Okay. Let me guess. It sounds like a book falling on the ground, like a huge book.
I like that.
That's
that
good.
you think that could be a future
And I
secret
don't know
sound,
what
but
this
it
is,
is
so what
not
is it?
right.
No?
That is not right.
Not right. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, baby.
Oh, no.
At least you got through to tell them to talk to them, right?
Yeah. Hey, put Eric back on real quick. Let's talk to Eric.
Eric, how old are you, honey? How old are you?
10.
10.
So you're on your way to school.
Have you thrown books before and it sounds like that? Is that how you knew?
No.
Or you thought?
Well, yeah, I dropped books before and it sounded like that.
Okay.
It's a great guess,
It's a good
Eric.
guess,
That
buddy.
is a
So,
great
Eric,
guess.
what's your favorite class when you go to school today? Like, what's your favorite? What's the best part of the day?
I kind of like math.
Math.
That's good.
Good for you.
It's good. You can
Use
do our
those
job.
skills.
My baby has been principal's honor roll since he started school in pre-K.
No.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Eric,
Yes.
and
Eric's
look at
only
you,
got a week
Christina.
left?
You're raising him right. Listening to our show. He's got how many days does he have left?
Yes, he loves you guys, all of you.
Well, Eric, we're proud of you, buddy.
How many days do you have left, guys, of school?
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Are you done with school before Memorial Day, or you have to go back after Memorial Day?
Next Thursday is their last day.
Okay. Oh wow.
Alrighty.
And his little league team is in the playoffs, so they play for the championship Thursday.
Oh, awesome.
right.
What's the name of your team?
Oh.
The Space Cowboys.
The what?
The Space Cowboys.
The Space Cowboys.
Oh, cute.
What area? What area is it?
He plays in ODC at ODC. At Oak Dad's Club.
Okay, that's nice. All right. Well, look, last day
Yeah.
of school, playoffs. Hopefully, you get a win. You almost got
honor roll.
the secret sound.
You guys
Barely.
have 4 more chances today. You can play it. There's 4 more chances for you to call in.
That's right. Have
do
a
get
great day at
sad.
school. Christina, thanks for listening to the show.
Knowing we don't have our full family in a few weeks
I know.
of listeners.
But here's the great thing.
But
Oh,
they
yeah.
listen from home.
You exactly right.
Stream us.
I
You have a
thought you
smart
meant because
speaker.
of me.
Podcast.
Well, yeah, because
that's
Sam's
gonna
a
be
summer
really sad.
baby.
So sweet of you, Eric.
And most
No.
of our summer babies.
No, it will be sad.
Sam's having a summer baby, but most of our summer babies, we call them, they leave us for the summer because
Right.
school is out, so the routine has changed.
Teachers and parents.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can listen to us
They're
at your house
snoozing.
on your smart speaker. Of course, that's so,
Make
KRV.
this your, middays at home if you're doing stuff. In your pool.
Hanging out by
Special
the
K is going to be
Yeah.
on
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sam until noon every day doing telemarketer turnarounds.
Are you going to
till
be going
noon.
on till noon, Kev? Are you?
I don't think she's broken it to me yet, but she's buttering me up.
Buttering you up?
Because we're going on that
You're going on
cruise
vacation with the
together.
boss.
We're going on cruise together. She gonna get me tipsy and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Special K, it's easy.
It would mean
Sam's
so
job
much.
is easy. she just talks about whatever the hell she wants to.
Sometimes we don't even know what she's saying.
Yeah, just go on, make up some crap.
You know,
wing
you
it.
get, you
Special
get
K
an endorsement
spotlight.
for a Special K spotlight.
Such a brat. And then I'll come back and I won't have any endorsements
Right.
and you're going to take over my show.
He's gonna have an endorsement for the Nissan Sinatra.
Oh yeah.
Why do I keep saying
Sinatra?
Yes, that's what I keep
Sam
calling
keeps saying
it.
Nissan Sinatra instead of
Sinatra is
Sentra.
a singer.
I know,
Is
but
that for a commercial?
some reason, it's one of our. We have at the end of commercials, you're here. They're called street scenes, so we
Oh.
try
Yeah.
and tell you what we're promoting,
Or
what
where we
we're
are in the
doing,
street.
what's going on.
What'd you call it?
I keep calling it a Nissan Sinatra.
Come drive with me. Come drive.
And I know what kind
away.
of car this is, and I don't know why I keep doing that. It keeps messing up my. I have to
Nissan
record it,
Sentra.
and I can't do it
Sintra,
live.
not Sinatra.
I know.
Sentra.
Literally, I said it
was a
5 different
very
times
good
before I
Spelled
got
with
it
an
right.
S?
Yeah, Sentra.
Sentra. Sentra.
That car's been around forever,
Sentra.
y'all.
It's been around
I'm trying to figure
forever.
out in her head,
Like 50 years
why
that
she'd say
car's been
Sinatra.
around.
but
I
instead-
have no idea.
Sinatra's S-I-N.
It doesn't make
I
sense
have
how that
no
happens
idea.
to us. When I was
no
a kid
idea, but I'm
growing up,
stuck on that.
there were 2 teachers. One was Mr. Underwood, one was Dr. Freeman.
Yeah.
For almost my entire high school life, I would look at one and call him the other name, even though I know it's not that him.
Right.
So the same thing's happening to you with Sinatra and Sentra. It's some click in your brain that you just
I
can't
can't.
control.
You also got a baby
Control it.
in there about to
Yep.
pop. Your brain's a little
She has
foggy.
won rapid fire being pregnant. That's that extra
worth 10
baby
wins.
brain.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago she
yeah,
won.
it
So if
did.
Sam wins again next,
there's
that's
no more.
another 10 wins.
No, there's no.
Yeah.
That was a one time.
Sam's going to win the year. Right before she has his baby.
For what's going down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric,
104.1 KRBE.
So, Eric, I know how you love to, go see movies, and when you've got a free day where you can just veg and do whatever you want.
I want to see some movies.
So the IMAX, the one that's really close to, your area of town, the one right off Wesleyan, they are...
Edwards?
Yeah, they're coming out with this new IMAX with laser technology.
It's lasers on your head?
Is there sharks with lasers on their heads?
No, you're not going to sit in the theater.
They have been doing a lot of stuff
ow.
in the back, because I cut through the back way on that street, and I used to see them throw tons of chairs away. They're really doing a lot of stuff.
Well, they say it's going to enhance the traditional IMAX experience by using laser light sources instead of conventional xenon lamps. So this will result in brighter images, a wider color gamut, higher contrast ratios.
Only in the IMAX theater.
Yes,
Okay.
It's the IMAX with laser.
Laser.
You ever go to a theater though, and the projector bulb must be running out, and it's
look a little dim.
You're like trying to watch the movie. It's like, man, it's really dark.
Yeah, it's like watching Amazon.
Oh, by the way, if anyone has seen the movie, I told these guys about it. I saw a trailer yesterday. It's at the movie theater. It's called Clowns in the Cornfield, or something like that. Cornfield. It's basically a clown that kills kids in a cornfield. They took children of the corn and
all the
it together.
best elements of horror and fused it together.
I'm just curious.
Like, why would a clown be out in the country in a cornfield?
I have no idea. The trailer looked pretty fun.
That's like,
But I grew up
that
in a
was almost
cornfield,
as dumb as like seeing sharks in the Coliseum for Gladiator 2.
I didn't see that movie.
Oh my God.
You said it sucked.
Worst piece of crap ever.
I stayed away from that one.
So bad. They have ships in the middle of the Coliseum.
They flooded it.
And they filled it with water, and there are killer sharks that they have to fight. It's like so ridiculously asinine. The only thing they were missing was like lasers.
They haven't done it yet.
No, the opening scene, they are fighting these mutant monkeys in the middle of the Coliseum. It looks so bad, like so CGI.
Well, they did fight animals in the Coliseum.
Not mutant monkey?
Not mutant
No,
monkeys.
these things, I don't even know what the hell they were. They were so weird looking, but
I mean, we don't know. We weren't there. They could have been mutant monkeys.
I don't have to be a certain place to know that they did not have ships and they filled it with water and sharks.
I don't think a shark would survive.
In the Coliseum floor?
Yeah, how you going to transfer a shark back then?
It didn't make sense.
No.
I watched that movie.
Movie sucked too?
Sorry,
The movie was horrible.
It was in the script.
Bad
They had
movie?
to follow the script.
Yeah, I mean, it was
I couldn't even tell you like what the point of it was.
You got Denzel Washington, so it should be decent, right?
You would think it would
The main
be.
Gladiator was good looking, so I appreciated that.
All
But he was on
Denzel did
Saturday
was
Night Live.
laugh through the whole
I mean,
movie.
it must have been good somehow. They got him on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
But I guess not. They were just promoting
It's
it.
'cause it's hot.
It sucked. All right, let's see who wins. Rapid Fire Quiz is coming up next. It's a 4-pack of tickets that we have for you for Typhoon, Texas, Houston's premier water park destination. My kids are so excited for the summertime to go see all the new things they've done at Typhoon, Texas. You get to go for free if one of us wins for you. So we need 5 contestants at 833-390-KRBE. Which one of us can get you to some summer fun at Typhoon, Texas with the Rapid Fire Quiz next on KRBE?
From the Bell Furniture Unbeatable Bell Prices traffic desk, 59 East Tex Freeway southbound at Little York. There's a crash in the left lane, 7-minute slowdown from Aldine Bender. I-45 North Freeway southbound at Cavalcade. A wreck is still blocking 2 left lanes. You're jammed up for almost 15 minutes from West Mount Houston. 610 North Loop eastbound at TC Jester. There's a stalled car on the inside shoulder. I'm Becca Parker with your KRBE traffic check.